Agriculture on the move.
Agricole en mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole en mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole en mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole en mouvement. Good day again, viewers. Welcome to the program Agriculture on the Move. My name is Philip Sidney, your host. Today we are discussing World Food Day. It's here again, it's October time. And of course, 16th of October is World Food Day. And we are also celebrating World Food Day here in St. Lucia. But this time we are doing it having it on the 12th of October. And it's called the Banana and Plantain Festival under the distinguished patronage of the Honorable Alfred Prosper, the Minister responsible for Agriculture. But of course, to hear a few more activities under that activity, we have collaborated with some collaborants, let me say so. And next to me is April Ditterville, who is attached to the marketing unit in the Ministry of Agriculture. And of course, Kendra Payne in the center, who is a local consultant of OCOP in JICA, of course, once attached to the Ministry of Agriculture. And then we have Tiffany Suraj, who is a technical assistant with ECA. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm hoping today we'll have a very interesting discussion.
For sure.
But I'll start with Tiffany, because we are looking at the Youth Agri-Innovation Competition. Tell us about this.
So the Agri-Innovation Competition focuses on the interaction of the primary schools in agriculture. It's basically filling the void that exists in the primary schools, because we've identified the need to have agricultural interaction from an earlier time than secondary school. So we know that some students, they do really well in math, they do really well in social studies, because they were introduced to it earlier than secondary school. So what this competition aims to do is have the students engaged in seeing that agriculture is more than just farming, but also preparing designs or constructing designs or putting together posters that they can demonstrate innovation in agriculture to solve some of the challenges that we face. Traditional challenges or new challenges, as technology may pose new challenges, but most times, or in positive cases, it can help solve some of our legacy challenges that we face. So these primary schools, in close proximity to the events, the World Food event on that day, they would be competing basically as to who would have the better design for the various categories or the problems that they have been presented.
So is it in a design form? How is it going to happen?
So they're going to almost like science fair, basically a science fair model, but we're focusing on agricultural science to also bring the notion that agriculture is a science that should be appreciated for its distinctive fields in the science. So they will be developing their desk models and bringing it to the World Food Day activity at Lakai, where the students will be presenting their pieces, and it was designed with the help of the teacher and also resource persons, so extension officers, private agencies like Helen's Daughters will be supporting the students in their preparation, whether it is developing their pieces, their pitch. So they will be getting that support to present on the day, and of course it will be judged by a judging panel, and the winner, there will be a winner first and second and third. This is the second time we're having that, I should mention. The last year was the first time. It was like a hit and miss. It came out really good. The students were very much intrigued. The results of it was more than I expected, and April can attest to that, the students put out pieces that we didn't even think that they would go this far. So in last year competition, OJ combined placed first with a solar powered automated irrigation under greenhouse.
Wow.
We had a range of interventions or models with automation, considering climate smart farming.
Nice.
So the students dug deep.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, but when it comes to students, and you'll hear a little more in the Banana and Planet Festival, what they come out with, and Kendra can attest to that. The kids are, I mean, they're out of this world, man.
Creative.
They're creative, man.
Yep.
They're very creative.
Yeah.
That is with the OCOP now.
Yes.
One community, one
product.
One product.
Yes,
Right?
so
Tell
one
us about
community,
that.
one product. Okay, so OCOP is like a Japanese movement that was introduced to St. Lucia. The objective of it is to really help push rural products. So when we first started, we would have worked with a few communities like Soufrière, Mico, Labri, and the whole point is to kind of work with the processors from those communities, be able to understand what product represents the community, and be able to gather the story around the product so that they can use the stories as a selling element to kind of improve their markets, get more persons to be interested in buying the products and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yes.
When did that program started?
Huh.
Yes, so
Yeah, you can talk about that
we
one.
piloted it in 2021, 2022. But initially the communities were Miku, Soufrière, and Choiseul with
Right.
craft from Choiseul. So after the pilot, the Ministry of Agriculture, we put forward an application to JICA for the full project. And so that's the
where I came
project
in.
that we're
Yes.
implementing right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what will be happening on World Food Day?
So we plan to have the communities we have been engaging have a setup on the day. So they will be not only presenting to the public their products. So for example, we have Babono Cluster, the Babono Network of Rural Women Group. They will be coming and showcasing all their products, but in addition, they will be doing some sort of special banana treats and stuff. So business will sample the products and patronize from them. In addition, we have Soufrière. There's a group, Bell Tea. Yeah,
Bell Tea Jardin.
right. So they'll be there on the day. They plan to make some sort of like seasonings, incorporating green banana and saltfish and whatnot. So they'll be collaborating with also the Labri and the Mico group as well. Yes.
So if it's one commodity, one product, okay, so are there specific commodities that are identified in those communities?
So originally that was the thinking, but having worked with the communities, we realized that they're very diverse. So as it stands right now, there's not just one product you could pin to a community. So that may have been something that worked for Japan, but for our context, it's a little different.
We are too well diversified.
Yes, yes.
Okay, April, I will keep you, the people in the dark, although you were in dark.
Yes.
This, I call it crop insurance.
Right.
Okay, the banana and plantain. Tell us about this.
Yes, so we had our launch in July. Most persons may have been able to join us in it. It is the Regional Economic Agri-Insurance Product, REAP. We have a bunch of partners with this insurance product. It is a new type of product, and it really tries to see how we can use data to back us in our approach for formulating a product. So analyzing historical past storms and so on and so forth, and looking at the solution context, how we grow, temperature changes, all of those things, and then trying to develop a product that's unique to us. So we launched this product for our banana and plantain farmers as of July. So now we have an active policy for our banana and plantain farmers for the year. And then we hope to strengthen that policy afterwards. Of course, we are consistently analyzing the data, seeing what works, what doesn't. But the main thing that we're going to do at World Food Day is we're going to have a booth set up. And the aim of it is really to sensitize the farming community. So the farmers that are present, the public that are present as well, they can come with their questions. How does this work? What's in it for me and my family? Am I going to be protected? Looking at different or other crops, livestock farmers, they can also come and ask and so on. So that's
So this one is really a pilot.
Yes, yes, we can say that it is a pilot because we do recognize as a sector we have crop, we have livestock, we have fisheries and so on. We do want to provide protection for all of our subsectors, but we know that is unique to each subsector. So the banana and plantain farmers, it's pilot, see what works. If it works well, then how we can extend it to our other farmers.
As you know, crop insurance is very risky.
Yes, extremely.
And especially we're dealing with extreme weather patterns.
Yes.
You know, as we speak
Agricultural
now.
insurance.
It's
Yes.
agricultural insurance.
Yeah,
very risky.
Okay, and we have had it before, and the farmers got licks in this. So, coming on stream with this new product, I mean, how in other words, how the insurance companies,
Yes.
how they bought into that, because its risk is highly,
It is.
heavily risked.
Yes, I got some leaks too at the banana consultation with the farmers as well. With good reason too. I mean, a lot of the farmers, they have experienced products before that didn't work as well.
Wind crop and all this.
Crop and all those before I was born, and they told me that.
Exactly. And they got licks. And especially there was one insurance where the threshold,
Yes.
in terms of the wind speed,
The trigger.
the trigger, right? For example, if it's 40 miles an hour,
Yes.
right? Say 60, and that's when they can compensate you.
Yeah.
But at 40, you get damage,
But you're not compensated.
you're not compensated.
Wow.
I mean, that
Yeah.
is an issue.
No, definitely, and we recognize that a lot of the products it didn't trigger, and that was the problem. So a lot of the insurance products covered from category 3 to 4. It's less risk for the insurance company, but then we recognize that for it to work for us, we need to go all the way down to tropical storm, because it's what affects us more often than then, and that was difficult for us. We had to negotiate a lot, but this is what this product has. It does take from tropical storm status all the way to category 5. So you will get coverage once the trigger is hit, tropical storm, farmers will receive a payout. Of course, it has to go through the Ministry of Agriculture's assessment and processes, but that is the idea. So it does cover tropical storm, and that is very rare for an insurance product to do.
So it is wind speed.
Yes,
it is water. And is there anything to do with the dry season? No.
Yes, so RIP does offer a product that takes into consideration drought, rainfall, and wind speed, but because of the pilot, we're only tackling the wind speed for now.
Only wind speed for now?
Yes, because of the nature of our banana and plantain farmers and how vulnerable that crop is to wind speed. Just a very small amount of wind and it's gone. So we're piloting it. Doesn't mean that we're not going to include drought and rainfall at another point, probably next year or the year after. But we want to see how it works and then see how, because you imagine if a combination of these parameters, it would change the payouts and a lot of different things.
And also the premium.
The premium would be a lot higher. So we want to see how it works out and then see how we can gradually increase it.
So are you saying that on the day in question at the booth, you all will be sensitizing the public?
Yes.
So you will incorporate all the farmers, the other sectors?
Yes.
Livestock, vegetables, fisheries,
Yes.
and stuff like this.
So yeah, we can accommodate all the members of the farming community. We've already sent word out through our BMU, our Banana Management Unit, to get the farmers to come to the work with the activity. If they have pressing questions, they want to know more about the product, the policy they're under, that's the time to do so. Sterling Insurance, which is one of our partners, will be present as well. They offer different products concerning insurance. So yeah, that's what we hope to do.
Wow.
For agriculture?
For agriculture, yes.
Okay.
But they also offer like home and so on. But then the focus is
agriculture. But I would like to honestly that would be a plus for the farmers, because I mean agriculture is risk and uncertainties.
It is, yeah.
You know,
On all fronts.
and they have gotten a lot.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is when the recuperating from one weather system
And then-
and productions are going to hit them again.
Exactly.
So I mean it's a cycle.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll do for our break. You're watching Agriculture on the Move. We'll do for our break. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
The Ministry of Agriculture presents World Food Day under the distinguished patronage of the Honorable Alfred Prosper. Figlas Sonutut Sonutut Saut, Lakai IRDC grounds, Dennery, on the 12th of October from 11 a.m. onwards. The Banana and Plantain Festival. Sa Pakai Normal. Eat what you grow is food in Port-Bill Nutoho. Everything produced from bananas and plantain by agro-processors and students. Sit, Lissy, that's the way to go. on your own. Eat fresh, St. Lucia's best.
Welcome back to the program Agriculture on the Move. Of course, we're discussing World Food Day and activities within the World Food Day activity we're having, the Plantain and Banana Festival at Lakai in Dennery on the 12th of October, which is the Sunday coming. And of course, we have other agencies that we are collaborating with, and they're taking the opportunity to sell themselves, of course. That's what's happening. So Tiffany, back to you again. How many schools are participating in that program this time?
This time 5 schools. Because of interest. Sometimes some of the schools, they've not been part of the activity, so they're a little shy for the activity or to take on that type of activity. Maybe because they don't have a teacher who can be assigned to it, or probably they're already in the midst of some bigger activity in school, whether it's for the curriculum or just their own school activities. Last year we had 5 as well, but this year we have a new school on board trying it out with us. So, and also this year, although, well, the last year it was kind of a hit and miss. So this year I shouldn't say a hit and miss, it was new to all of us, to us the organizers, myself and April, and also the schools. But this year we looked at our lessons and we learned from them. So this year we provided them with problems under various categories. So we have problems in agro-processing to crop production, livestock production, and also waste management. Yes, so the idea is when these schools develop these models, the winning school will actually get this working model at their school.
This is what I wanted to ask you, because I wanted to know, after that, what next?
So OJ Combine won last year. They were first place with the automated, solar-powered automated greenhouse. Irrigation under the greenhouse. They had so much technology, so it's hard to remember. But this year, with the sponsorship of Massey Stores, St. Lucia, we are able to put up this greenhouse. Well, they had a greenhouse already, but we were able to modify the greenhouse and refurbish it with the incorporation of the technology that they presented. So we're anticipating that this year, with the winning school, their model will come to life at their school and be incorporated to stimulate agricultural interest, or those who are interested to have a placement at the school where they spend most of their time in the day to actually get intrigued. What we also want to encourage is not to have the schools have their slower performing or the lower performing students to take part in this activity, because we want to appreciate the fact that agriculture is a science, and although it can have its more hands-on components, but at the same time the science should be respected and appreciated. Therefore, just as you would have an excelling child participate in the spelling bee, you should have your excelling child participate in the agri-innovation competition. So this is one notion we're trying to change, because we notice that there's a stigma to agriculture, or there is a closed-minded thinking towards agriculture, that is only farming. So that's why we found that having the innovation competition with the primary schools would be a good injection of agriculture within the school system.
Very good, very good. So now we're going into what's actually going to happen on the day from the Banana and Plantain Festival point of view. Okay? And of course, I know Kendra is very informed in that direction.
Oh yes, for sure.
When she came in, she worked closely with me in organizing events of that nature.
Recipe books.
Recipe
Just
books.
so you know, sometimes I miss those days, you know.
I mean, Kendra, man, a pity. We really miss you, I must say. She was on the committee, you know, and then that was her role. And then we worked very, very well. In fact, I wanted her to take over from me, you know, but she disappointed me. She left. But anyway, the whole objective, we're looking at our food and nutrition security, as you know, from a marketing standpoint. We want to encourage solutions to consume more of what we grow locally.
Yes.
Right? And by extension, to lower our food import bill.
yes.
Because, and that's where the Seven Crop Project was born, because things like lettuce and tomatoes, we can grow that here easily.
For sure.
So why we have to be importing $1 million worth of cabbage?
Yeah.
You know, and so that goes. We have had many festivals. We have had the mango. We have had the what do you call it? The cassava, the cocoa, and the simo. Yes. So we have. And it worked well.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that we'll continue to develop the recipe books, because gone are the days when I grew up and they used to put a big piece of dashi in my plate to eat.
Right.
Kids don't want that to know.
You can do.
So now you can do so much of dashi.
Yeah.
The dashi in chips and the this and the that. Okay, I saw it in Sofre,
Mash.
2 weeks ago. I mean, so that's where we need to go.
Yeah.
One day I went to Dash. There's a hotel. This is called Dashin Hotel in Sofre.
Yes.
Okay. I went there with some people, and then they put some chips there where they're having drinks.
That's in restaurants.
No, that's the hotel.
Actually, a hotel.
That's in Ladera now. Okay, that's where Chef Robbie was the chef there at the time. So Robbie came and he dropped some chips there. So, but I'm not eating the thing. My taste bud is telling me, but you know what it is.
Right.
But I don't know it's dashi. Sometimes when I ask me, what's that? I say, well, what? And I think that's where I began having these festivals to encourage people to this thing. And I'm hoping at that again on Sunday. We would have an array of products being displayed. Unfortunately, Mr. Weeks, the old gentleman, 91, 92 years, right? He's doing a lot of for example, the plantain flour and stuff like that. He can't make it this time.
Oh no!
But then that's what we were hoping to have there. There's Vels will be there if it's wine, and Vels will do anything with
yes,
wine.
for sure.
Just when it comes to wine, just once Vel tells you, once the birds are eating it, he can produce wine with it. So Vels will be there. We have the soups. All right.
Okay.
With banana. Then of course the Babano cluster will be there. The Miko cluster is going to be there. Helen Daughter is going to be there too.
Nice.
Right? So we have an array, and of course the schools.
Yes.
They are going to be there and they'll participate. And this goes not easy.
I know.
Right? No, they are specific. Today I just sent a whole set of stuff to them. Banana and plantain. They want a ripe plantain.
Yeah.
They don't want green. And so, so you can imagine.
They have their recipes.
They have their recipes. Ice cream and all kind of thing.
Wow.
So that will be available on that day. But then when it comes to the food booths, the culinary, I mean, there you have a display. I mean, you can have your bouillon, your green vegan salad, and we have about 12 or 15 booths,
Okay, nice.
for food alone. So we are asking people to come there, and spend the day, right? Bring your kids because there's a kids zone.
For the experience of
the kids zone where you having your fun there, and of course there's a bar there too. So while you eat and you run in there, you can. So we can keep you there for the day.
It's balanced.
It's balanced, right?
Yeah.
So your people. Tell your kids bring their family, bring their parents, their daughter, anybody else, come and enjoy and have a good, and of course entertainment.
Yes.
Oh, we have a list of entertainment. Let me go through the list with you.
Yes, please.
I have a lot of them. Okay, I have Impulse Band. I have a guy called Lancico, because I like these fellas in the area.
Nice.
I have a guy called Remote, Ezra, Umpa, Morfire, Wooly Tete, Sobans, and I have a guy Life of the Party. And there's still more to come.
So a nice mix up.
It's a
Nice,
mix.
yeah.
So we want to keep them there.
Young and
Exactly. And of course, and you have I forgot my good partner there, the Invader man.
Oh,
The Papa Vader. Papa Vader will take you back.
Yes,
Time.
of course.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a nice mix.
That's good.
And we're hoping to have on display the various varieties of bananas.
Right.
Okay. Remember there were a few varieties that are resistant to the TR4.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Remember that,
Yes,
right?
for sure.
And then I think they are at South Louis Farm. So we are hoping to have them on display as a demonstration, of course, and to partake of. I think there'll be some tasting.
Yes.
All right. And for the right, but some of them are not that palatable.
Yeah.
Though they are resistant to the disease,
Yes.
but they're not palatable.
Yes.
So it's right? So, but then we're going back in time. We know the fig sequoia, the fig cochon, the macabre fig, the salive. I mean, we want to put all that out in display.
Yes.
Right? And then we want to get the propagation to have the tissue culture. But there are the tissue culture value plants on sale.
Okay,
So you can buy all the plants and go.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So you get into the whole experience.
Yes,
Yes.
the whole experience. So you get tasting, you get
History.
food, you
Yes.
get history, you get
Information.
Sustainability
information,
too.
you get what do you call it, insurance information,
Yes,
information to buy it all. Okay, we're coming down to the wire now. So can you just tie up and go back and give us a summary of your participation from the insurance standpoint?
Yes. So as a Ministry of Agriculture, we're very proud to have an active policy for our banana and plantain farmers. We'll be sensitizing the farming community and the public at the World Food Day event. That will give us an opportunity to build on what we already have as the product. So we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to the interactions, and hopefully that will build a better and stronger product for our farmers. Yes.
Okay. Now, OCOP.
On the OCOP side, we're very happy because we've done a lot of work throughout the last couple of months with various communities to finally have some sort of fair to showcase all the progress that these persons have made. So I think for World Food Days, like really for us, we're going to be showcasing some of the certified OCOP compliant products. We had an evaluation that took place today, funnily enough. And in addition to that, we just want persons to actually learn the story behind those people, how hard they work, where their interest in producing those products come from, to actually get to sample and interact with those products and hopefully form relationships and potential buyers that they can work with in the near future.
Okay, so moving forward now, okay, that's done. That's you have done your work here.
Yes.
In terms of getting that person from a business standpoint to move forward, in terms of marketing, how does it work?
Well, you know that's my area of expertise.
Yes.
But I have been liaising with JICA with regards to next steps, possible next steps. I think we're currently in deliberation on that, but also on agriculture's end, I think there is some plans on marketing side that they plan to do with those persons.
Great.
Yes.
Half a minute.
Thanks, Mr. Sydney. For agri-innovation competition, we'll be in a tent, and at some point the students will be presenting their piece in the innovation in agriculture. At ICA, I am very happy, or we're very happy to partner with the Ministry of Agriculture on this because we noticed the void, and I'm happy that there is interest, and I anticipate that the interest will grow even after Sunday, seeing the braveness of the students and how creative they are and dedicated their schools are. Thank you to the principals who gave a yes to this activity and dedicated or designated a teacher and some students to work on this, because I know the curriculum is already very heavy, but thanks for seeing the objective and working with us. And ICA is always supporting the youth, always supporting the schools, the interventions, and thank you to our supporters, Ministry of Agriculture, Massey, Helen's Daughters, Renwick. I forgot to mention one of the additions post the competition is that Renwick is supplying the schools with a garden supply set.
Wow.
That way they are able to continue their production. And on top of that, participating in the competition qualifies you to be a HOOP school. That's the Helping Out Our Primary and Secondary School program that ICA has been championing with Massey holding hands to fill that void again, strengthen agriculture curriculum in the secondary schools, and also introduce or stimulate the interest of agriculture in the primary schools.
Great. Great. Thank you, Madam.
You're welcome.
I'm very happy to have you here today, and of course to encourage your whatever you're doing.
Yes.
It's
Thank
very
you,
good.
Mr. Sydney.
And for St. Lucia, by
Thank you, Mr.
extension.
Sydney. Yes.
Thank you.
Before we end, I just want to ensure that I thank some of the sponsors, Darren from the brewery, Essential Distillers, and Helen Daughters, which assist us with tents and moving forward to ensure that everything is okay. Remember, agriculture is our business, and remember to attend this activity on Sunday. Don't eat at home, don't cook, just come there and just spend the day with us. I'm Philip Sydney saying goodbye and see you again. Thank you.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole mouvement.